I was trying to figure out how to just sneak that down. I know.
Whatever you see, man, I'm going complete confidence, man. I got you.
Bootlegs right, pump fakes once and again, takes it himself to the end zone. He's in there.
Get in there. Come on. Hey, bro. Good playing, bro.
Good playing.
Love you, man. Yeah. Good on, man. We'll be in touch. Let's go. Way to go. Good job, man. That ball off. Good job, man.
Hey, let's keep the Championship Sunday quarterback theme rolling here as we play a little Champ Sunday true or false game with TD and Hawk. So let's start with the experienced duo of quarterbacks that are going to meet at Lambeau Field with Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. They've met 3 times before in their careers, but this will be the first time, TD, that they meet in the playoffs. So here's your statement. Tom Brady will outduel Aaron Rodgers on Sunday. True or false?
That's false all day long there. And the reason I say that, you're talking about Aaron Rodgers, a guy who has a big chip on his shoulder since week 1, actually since the draft. And Tom Brady, obviously, he's the greatest quarterback to ever play. But I think right now that Aaron Rodgers has this moment in his mind. He's been waiting for this moment to go out there to show the world that he is the best quarterback that's still standing right now. So I'm saying right now, Aaron Rodgers is playing lights out. He's this year's MVP. That will not happen. Aaron Rodgers will outduel Tom Brady.
Yeah, I hate to agree with TD, but he's right. I'm going false here. This Buccaneers defense has had trouble with these methodical dink and dunk offenses, and that's what this is. They'll run the football, they take what the defense gives them from Aaron Rodgers, and then they hit them with the big play. And the Buccaneers have struggled against that this year, against Teddy Bridgewater, Jared Goff, Drew Brees when they played him. So I think we're going to see that from Aaron Rodgers. He's going to have a really big day.
So correct me if I'm wrong here, guys, but I think this could happen. Tom Brady could outduel Aaron Rodgers, and the Packers still win the game on the strength of the Packers' running game that put up nearly 200 yards a week ago. So, look, it's just one of those things that could happen. Brady could throw for 400, TD.
I think it might be the other way around. I think Aaron Rodgers will outdo Tom Brady and still lose that game. That's what you meant to say.
Okay,
that's what you meant to say.
That's an interesting alternative there, TD. But let's stick with the ground game here as we move to our second statement, which is, Hawk, there will not be a 100-yard rusher on Championship Sunday at all. True or false?
It's true. We have the 4 best quarterbacks passing games from the season left in the season. So they're going to go off. We got Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady. These are MVP caliber passing games and quarterbacks. We're going to see that on full display this weekend. I just don't see where a running back fits into that, TD.
I see it twice, and I think that statement is false because you look at the Bucs offense. Last week, Ronald Jones, I know he's dealing with the injury, a quad right now, but the Bucs offense, if they have any chance to take down the Packers, they have to run the football. And you talked about it. That offense they're in, it's a run-heavy offense. So that's one. And I think with the Chiefs, the first time they played the Bills, they ran for 241 yards. Clyde Elaire had 161 of those yards. And I think that might be the same type of game plan that happens this week. So there could be 2 backs with over 100 yards.
Well, let's just say I'll be shocked if the Bills have a 100-yard rusher. I'd say it's more likely that Josh Allen rushes for 100 yards than Devin Singletary with the way that they've been running their offense. But I kind of think it's also false, Hawk, because I could see a couple of running backs having big impacts but not giving over 100 yards, like Leonard Fournette and Ronald Jones for the Bucs, like Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams and or A.J. Dillon if he's healthy for the Packers. Again,
they're going for that. They're going for the C note, man. They're going for the C note. You know that.
That's fine. All right. Let's move it on here, TD. I'm going to come right back at you with this one. True or false, the Bills' offense will expose the Chiefs' defense?
I'm going false there because what are they exposing? I mean, the Chiefs defense is pretty good, and what they're really good at is playing complementary football, knowing exactly when to make a play for their offense. You know, they're not a defense that's going to shut you out. You know, they're going to keep you to less points than their offense scores because they have one of the greatest quarterbacks to play the game. So I'm not sure where the Bills could exploit this defense. So I'm going false there.
Set him straight.
Hey, how about anywhere, TD? They can exploit this defense. Look, I get it. They play good football. Honey Badger is one of my favorite players in the National Football League. But this Bills offense, man, they're legit. And people, they're not sneaking up on people anymore. They have been playing great, lights out. These receivers are hard to guard and man-to-man, TD. Trust me, they are going to expose them. The Browns, if they didn't have some self-inflicted wounds, they were exposing this defense.
That's where I'm going. You said the Browns were going to expose this defense last week because they had the two best running backs, the best running back tandem in all of football. And what happened? It did not happen. Did not happen. So, and they've got receivers, good quarterback. If it didn't happen with the Browns, it's not going to happen with the Bills because they're not as balanced as the Browns.
Well, let me try to settle this.
Well, I can say as a Browns fan, this Bills offense is a better offense than the Cleveland Browns offense. They have been this season. Josh Allen, again, he's number 2 in the MVP voting in my book. So if the Browns did what they did last week, which was pretty good, they had some self-inflicted wounds, imagine what the Bills can do this week. That's all I'm saying, TD.
All right, so I'm going to try to settle this, and I'm not going to give you a true or false. I'm just going to say that the Bills they better expose the Chiefs defense if they want to win, because that is one of the tenets of the beating the Chiefs blueprint, right? It's to score at least 30 points, right? In the 9 career losses, just 9 career losses for Patrick Mahomes, the opposing team has scored 30 points in 7 of those 9 losses. It's not automatic, I get it, but it's a step in the right direction. You know what I mean? See, look, I finally got everybody to agree here. All right, let's move on. Thanks very much, guys. Appreciate that. Some headlines to get to here, starting with the Jets introducing their new head coach, Robert Saleh, today, known as the curator of one of the best defenses in football during his 4 years as the 49ers defensive coordinator. But much of the conversation today about his new offense and whether Sam Darnold is the quarterback to lead it.
Just from a preparation standpoint and having the game plan against them, you definitely saw a young man with a tremendous amount of arm talent. He's a natural thrower. He's fearless in the pocket. He obviously has the mental capacity to make and to process and make good decisions. He's got tremendous mobility to get in and out of the pocket and make throws on the run. And so there you can clearly see why he was the 3rd overall pick and why he's such a talented young man.
Do not mess with Detroit. Do not mess with Dan Campbell. Essentially the message Campbell delivered today as he was introduced as the Lions' new head coach. Also, guard your kneecaps like your life depends on it.
This team is going to take on the identity of this city, all right? And this city's been down, and it found a way to get up, all right? It's found a way to overcome adversity, all right? And so this team's going to be built on we're going to kick you in the teeth, all right? And when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you. And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off, all right? And we're going to stand up, and then it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down. All right, and on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap, and we're going to get up, and then it's going to take 3 shots to get us down. And when we do, we're going to take another hunk out of you. Before long, we're going to be the last one standing. All right, that's going to be the mentality.
That was the most matter-of-fact assault on kneecaps that I have ever heard. Watch out for the Dan Campbell-led Detroit Lions. Another head coaching news here today. Brandon Staley introduced as the Chargers' new head coach, a move that we've talked about for the last couple of days. And the Philadelphia Eagles are expected to hire Colts offensive coordinator Nick Sirianni as their new head coach, with his number 1 responsibility being fixing Carson Wentz. And now, in a rare moment of player and front office meeting in harmony, Terrell Davis and Scott Pioli agree that the Bills